It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Never quite seem to get my land legs back. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
What? Another bad one? No.
Welcome back. पर गई तो मैं थी. मेरे पास कुछ है शायद. ओह, इलेक्ट्रस पे 25 चाहिए. 25.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about
Thank you.
How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what
आँख
you were
मारी थी.
saying, it seems that she's
क्या वो
finally
विंक
begun to
कर रही थी और
comprehend
मैंने
what form
जल्दी से वो
eternity
पार
should
कर
take?
दिया.
That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than... Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the... Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't...
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
अब वो क्वेस्ट खोला जो मुझे करना था. Where is that? Go to the law. ये मुझे नहीं करना. ना, ये मुझे करना था. ये कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. ये सब ठीक है. नाविया के लिए बेनी ही बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा. बेनी एज इन बेनेट. ये करना पड़ेगा. लेट्स गो.
If you ever want to trade
ओके. किससे मिलने जा रहे हैं हम लोग? काजुआ. बेनी इज बेनेट. ओके. पायरो कैरेक्टर से मेरा थोड़ा लव हेट वाला रिलेशनशिप है इसलिए.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many
someone's coming. अरे वो आर्कन है. कौन?
What's that for?
बेनेट.
Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to
What?
calm down a little.
अरे भाई आप कहीं से भी निकल के आके लड़ने लगे इनसे. तो
Watch out!
you are not allowed to do that.
Nice and spicy. Attack! That's the way. Watch out!
बेनी को आर्कन होना चाहिए था.
Stay put.
अभी तक मुझे इसकी स्टोरी नहीं पता, पर मैं बताऊंगी तब अपना ओपिनियन दूंगी. ओके, पर हम ऐसे भी
So you
जीतने
don't
वाले
have
थे.
a vision after all.
ऐसे भी
Seems
नहीं
like I'm
जीतने वाले
mistaking you
थे.
for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before
अरे
you
मैं
go
तो ऐसे ही
attacking
बोल
them.
रहा हूँ.
No,
ओके.
wait. Even when you've got the right person,
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
what the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets the anyway, just to be on the safe side. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond? Yeah. Maybe Anyway, there's no time to lose. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
क्योंकि बेनी बेस्ट स्पॉटर है 4 स्टार में. आओ. मैंने भी काफी सुना है. ओह, मस्त सच रहा है. Who are we meeting? Shao?
Hey!
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, if it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. It's something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really...
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
तो पेश आना है हमें। ला 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 ला। आप कैंडिस क्यों बिल्ड कर रहे हो? पसंद है। हाँ, मुझे वो पसंद है। और बाकी इसके पास शील्ड भी है, तो मेरे पास ज्यादा हाइड्रो कैरेक्टर्स हैं नहीं। अरे यार,
Oh, it's you.
तुम्हें नहीं पसंद क्या
Greetings.
कैंडिस?
We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already
नहीं, वो
somewhat
ज्यादा
informed.
काम की नहीं है। C6 के बाद काम आती है, इसलिए ओके।
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to them, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans
सब
was
जगह
neither
घुसे
proper
हुए हैं
nor
लोग।
just.
क्या प्लान कर रहे हैं?
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can
सबसे
assure
बड़े
you that
एनिमी है।
nothing could be
हाँ,
further from the
वही।
truth. We seek only to correct a past
तो अभी
injustice.
तक एकदम
With
से
the
उनका
Kaidahara
वो
clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths
मतलब
once
उनका
more, and
एकदम
your wanderings
प्लान
will
क्या है ये
finally
अभी
come
तक
to an
समझ में
end.
नहीं आया है पूरी
You will
तरह
be able
से
to
मुझे।
lead a safe and prosperous life.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home
मेन
behind the
विलन
tall
जैसे,
walls of a
हाँ।
stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood.
सब अपना
I
अपना
do
बाल
have a
हाईलाइट करा के
responsibility
रखे
to
हैं इसके
restore
सारे
their honor.
कैरेक्टर्स।
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so...
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began.
What? But that doesn't make sense.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
मुझे माविका के बाल
This is
नहीं
just
पसंद।
one of many
कूल तो
similar
लगता है
rumors.
देखने में।
I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion,
इसके
no
पास
matter
उसके
whether it
फ्रेंड का
brings
भी विजन
suspicion
रहता
or
है ना।
but perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me, This situation...
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands...
In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most...
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No, this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of...
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he...
In that case, I will send some men out...
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter. And I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him. Then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him?
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara. I've heard a lot about you. It isn't...
You are too kind. We are currently in...
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Mr. Kaedehara is currently the talk of the town. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have...
Millions? Of mora?
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my pride.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's... Sorry, I got a little... But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want...
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any... The Tenryou Commission had very few leads.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out... If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault. In which case the
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run...
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked... Few people possess your prowess in battle. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to... It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, Oh, actually, there was one... Let me tell you about it.
Sure. During times like this, the more...
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the... One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the...
Amenoma. Now,
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo,
तो
the owner
यूया
of
नाम है
Amenoma
बाप
Smith.
रे
2 grown
काइंड
men
यूनिक
going missing
बट
at the same time. Their cases... I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade.
Understood. Though it seems highly...
sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the...
Sounds good. All the best with your...
नगातो तो पेन है और
Welcome to Bonton Saga Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
वो यहाँ क्या कर रही है मतलब where am I to go
Okay.
दादाजी
Patience and the willpower to move mountains.
Ah, if it isn't Kai...
You two know
नारुतो देखा नहीं शायद नहीं देखा है मैंने
Yes, the Kaedahara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Ride. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing
इसलिए
arts
yeah
in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun. And over time, further... Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans.
so sad.
It is a great pity indeed.
नगातो एक
In
विलन
the
है
old
नारुतो
days,
में
we each had our specialties. And just as an example, the Amenoma art. There is nothing mystical to our... As for the...
That's
बहुत
right,
बकवास करते
for
हैं
only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blade. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspect. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of... We hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. My nephew. He didn't say a word before he left, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too.
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could... And kind.